Yeah. Who what now? I'm sure it's just horrible. I ain't even got to see it to know it's horrible. Oh yeah, that's real. That's very real. That tattoo on her face. Because she's a rapper, man. What are you talking about? Well, she's not a rapper. She's an artist. She has to express herself. She'd rather. What she does. Oh yeah, that tattoo on her forehead that look like a crown type shit. That's very real. And the one. Yeah, she done went bad. Damn, this is horrible. Like she done went from trying to sell, and this is why I never liked. This is why I never liked her. And she's a gimmicky motherfucker. Like she went from rap, then she moved to Nashville, then she went and that was based on something I told her. She said, "Where should I go?" And this is when after we had just left Nashville and shit. Remember we was out there passing out the flyers and all that shit and everything. And but Mega, exactly. So I told her to go to Nashville, right? And this is what she did though. She went down there and she started doing country. But I don't know how she ended up back here. But all her rap songs are bitch. They all got bitch in them. And I don't like that shit. That's bad bitch, sexy bitch, something bitch. It's all bitch every time. It's something like that, but now she didn't went completely naked on this motherfucker. Like, come on, like. And you're not bad. I'm sorry, I can't go. Like, you built like a dude. I'm sorry, your titties, straight up. It's like if I had titties. They obviously have been.
Let's tee this one up. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So South Alabama's offense will be first on the attack. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always
Chelsea Handler, first of all,
the team that's most mentally tough at the end.
Chelsea Handler always expressed her love for the black cock.
Especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this
I'm saying I'm with how many niggas she actually fucked though. Like, she was like, remember the Chelsea Handler show? Like almost every rap dude that came over there, she was flirting everywhere.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every
Boy, she wanted some of that
when you can run
aggressive
down first down and set up a short
in her
yardage on
life.
second down.
Rawr.
That makes play calling every single call on that sheet available here on second down.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
And the Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Snagged in the middle. It's Mahoney. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down.
Where is my keys? Is the game? I don't think so. I don't think either one of them did. You gotta hear Maya talk, bro, like to know, like, nah. I ain't hear it, but I heard about it. They just talk about Joe went off of Max B for putting out the worst album of the year. But that ain't about that. This Max B just came out and he did what he knew what to do in his era, which is immediately drop. And it sounds like he just came home and like within the first 2 days, he just started dropping. And that's all it sounds like. I mean, it ain't bad, but it's Max B. It was like me and Donnie was talking about last night. Like, man, I was never really a fan of Max B before this nigga got locked up anyway. So, and he really wasn't that big before we got locked up. So I don't know why niggas acting like, you know what I'm saying, Max B was the biggest shit in the world when he got locked, like before he got locked up, because he wasn't. Like, him being locked up made his fame grow. And Yeah, I think everybody try to get into record label shit not knowing the industry like that. Nigga. Getting into the record industry or the music industry is like getting into cooking. Like, you really got to know what you're doing. You really got to be committed. Like, you buy a restaurant, nigga, you better be 100% on that shit, nigga. It's the same thing with a record label. Like, nigga, you dealing with personalities, my nigga, and ego. You know what I mean?
Dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Working that left side.
This is one of my favorites. I love this guy.
Immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sometimes
Ron said,
safety valve, and sometimes
stop
he's
doing
your
what I
go-to
usually do.
receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you
Call
know
different
you get a
plays,
little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Here's the pressure. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 50.
That's what I was doing, nigga. That's what I did last night. Like, I was trying to get bowl eligible last night, nigga. Last game of the season.
Nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football.
In
You
Maction?
trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards.
I was using in CPC. I was using Kent State.
They're going to test the right
Kent State got a great spread playbook. But then I'm going with the this year. I'm going with James Madison, man. They got the power spread. That's what I'm saying. I
to convert on third and short. Snap from the gun on third down. Looking to the end zone.
Hold on, bro. At least it comes down. Yes, baby.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually
Yes, baby.
the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive.
I always make sure it's in drive. You had it in. Yeah, it's easy to go past it with. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why you gotta look at the thing on the speedometer thing. You know what I mean? That's what I paid attention to. I was like, when it goes to the D on that, that's when I was like, all right, it's on D.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They
Yeah.
put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score.
No, I never accept or pull it off with it without making sure that it was in the right gear before. Yeah, so.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was
Yeah,
looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Been doing it the right way.
So the Troy Trojans offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the...
Nothing. How much gas is in there? Yeah, I just went to work yesterday. I mean, no, I went to Little Ben. But that's right. I said Little Ben yesterday, but up by PNC we used to work at. We went Springdale.
to get going. He needs the passing game.
Just ain't used to getting it. Oh, fuck. I don't like it being Christmas Eve, but it feel like fucking the start of spring.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to
I
keep
don't know
this
about to put him.
drive
Every time I tried to put him outside,
You know, as a defense,
I'm like,
you
all
gotta
right,
have
I'm
the
about to
right
put him
call,
outside
the
today.
right guy in the right
Because it
spot.
usually be on my off
That
day or
guy's just
something.
too
Then
good.
it'll
Have a
rain
running back
or
on
it'll
that
snow.
play,
And
just
I'm like, I'm
making
about to
it
put it up
happen,
there in the mud.
breaking off the
You know,
huge gain. It's
I
tough to
even-
get these guys on the ground.
throws to the wideout.
I definitely want to put him up now. Like, I even thought about putting up the Merry Christmas sign tonight. Yeah, man, but we got plenty of for next year. Just next year, we'll have to do like you said. November 1st, put the shit up.
Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this
We
game,
still
and
got
right
all
now
these,
it's paying off.
And the
candy
Jaguars
canes
trying
and
to
them
get
lit
a
up
touchdown on
present
first and
boxes from
goal.
last year and shit.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house.
That's fancy.
Touchdown, South Alabama.
And this running back is so
Tonight?
dangerous, damn close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back.
Gosh.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap at time, winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it for a big play. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. We've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. They came out and jumped on the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Gets away from one. He's got space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Nice move to keep running. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Troy.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels...
Oh no. Thank you. This is one thing that I'm happy, and I want to say thank you to Steve, because you're one of the one people, or the only person, who has ever told me that my stream wasn't showing. I've done whole streams and played whole games like that, and they're up.
The tide may be turning. This
Thank you,
program has picked
Steve.
itself up
Boy.
before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Jaguars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Grimes. There's a hit.
Fuck
And
you.
the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback
Overthinking. Quit doing it.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions with C zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Let's talk for a minute about Troy. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well.
There we go. That's what I meant to
So
happen.
now it's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Run the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made inside his 20 at the 17-yard line. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional. Passing situations, really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Grimes. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Jaguars will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They stop him almost immediately.
Good
Short
pass,
gain
boy.
there and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Caught over the middle, it's Mahoney. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. A shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Pacheco. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
South Alabama, 14. Troy, 7.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got away from trouble.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got it. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the punt. Able to sling him to the ground. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And we've been waiting to see the spin move, and so too had the defense. They were ready for it.
because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
He's brought down quick. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw again. Gets it out fast. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Trojans have their offense in high gear. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be
I
enough
fucking
for a
hate
first
this.
down and a pickup of
I
10.
can't take it. I don't like
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the...
fucking. That shit
Trying to
driving
make
me
adjustments.
insane.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10.
I can't stand.
From the gun, the ground game.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Card in the backfield. It's Nicholson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is made inside his 20 at the 17-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. To the air. It's Grimes. Got his man downfield. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Jaguars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets the give. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. To the air, it's Grimes. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And the right rotation on that one to get a little help from the crossbar and get it through. And that lead grows even bigger.
That's all that
He
matters.
either didn't get all of it or he's the most accurate kicker in college football because he hit the crossbar and still it somehow went in. Great trick shot from 40 plus.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Power football with the run. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. The Trojans will hustle to the line.
A nice job being capped sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Nicholson. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the left. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Trojans will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is collected at the 4, and that's where they'll start this drive. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
The defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Jaguars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding. Here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next.
Breaks into the open. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Creates a little space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Jaguar! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Bum.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 8 over Mississippi State. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. After 3 consecutive punts, dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Nicholson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a great game. I ain't had a good win in a long time. Feels good to get the
He'll
dub.
try to throw and pick up the first down.
Come on.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive, QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time, and you got to be able to haul it in. They checked all the boxes on that fourth down.
And the Trojans in the hurry up. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all
right,
over
let's
him.
stop
Knocked
him
the
right
ball
here
to
on
the ground.
fourth down,
Fourth
please.
down coming up. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Not much running room there to this senior defender.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can...
There he goes. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lure of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
The give as they work on that clock. And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Jaguars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Grimes. Grab near the sticks, it's Mahoney. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here we go. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Quarterback on the move, still looking. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Good victory, everybody. We needed this real bad.
25-yard line.
Real bad.
Looking
I
to
play
throw
Zion.
on 1st down. Finds his tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
CPC this season is going to be
They
a
give the
gauntlet.
timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Oh, they're after him. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much, so you take the field against your rival, you're able to put up forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
That was a bad game. All right.